I'm Cheryl with the CP family, and shout out to the CP. Thank you for being a part of our channel, and thank you for being a part of the CP family. I was asked, how do I develop that rapport with my children? How do I develop trust when I first meet my children for the first time? Whether it's foster care or whether it's my children in care, okay? And that inspired me to do today's video. So I have a rule that I use that helps me to develop that rapport, and I'm going to share it with you today, okay? So it inspired me to create today's video, and this thought that I'm sharing and my experience on fostering and how it helps me when my child first see me for the first time. What do I think about? And what I think about is how that child sees me when that child first come into my home. Okay? You know, when you first meet somebody, you kind of get them that look, that up and down look. So that's no different, right? Because you always meet somebody new. So today is all about learning how to focus on building trust through visual perception. And I'll repeat that and say it again. Today's video is all about us focusing together, learning together how to build trust and how to build trust through visual perception. I call this my 7 by 7 by 7 rule. Okay? So understanding how your presence impact the children, okay? How do they perceive you when they first meet you? What do you do? When your child first meet you, hello, how you doing? My name, your name. Say a little bit about yourself. Is that how you introduce yourself to your children? Well, hopefully, this helps you to build that bond, build that trust with your child, and get that clear understanding. So hopefully what I'm sharing today would resonate with you and help you with your child in your family when you meet them for the first time. When you first meet your child and how your presence impact that children. When you're engaging with the child, every detail matters. Your body language, how you present yourself to them, your facial expressions. When you meet somebody, you can tell somewhat what they're thinking by their face expressions, right? Whether you make a face or you look shocked, somewhat you can tell by your body language and your facial expressions how you perceive that person, right, when you first meet them. So you have to be conscious about that. So when you're engaging with your child, just make sure you're conscious about that. And like I said, every detail matters as far as your body language, y'all, your facial expressions, and the words you choose shape their sense of safety, okay, and confidence in you. When you first meet them, facial expressions, body language, what you say, and how you say it, okay? Just like when you meet somebody, you listen to what they say, their body language, if they moving too much, if they move their hands too much, kind of like you in a job interview, right? That's the way I feel whenever I first meet somebody. You don't want to, oh, I better hold my hands. I better not move my hands too much. I better not move around too much. You better not look around too much, right? When you're in an interview, you try to be focused and you try to pay attention and you try to give that person your undivided attention, right? That's the same way when you first meet your children. You want to give them your undivided attention, and you want to let them know that your presence is there. They can trust you, and they can be confident in you, and they can know that they're in a safe place, right? So, visual perception really is everything from 7 feet away. What does the child see? That's my first rule. I'm looking at you within 7 feet. What do I see? What do I notice about you as a person, right? Can I trust you? Am I confident with you? Are we building that rapport? Okay? Now, are you approachable and calm? You can also visualize that. Am I able to approach you? Are you a calm person? Can I relate to you? Can I talk to you about things? That's visual, right? That's what we see. So when they're just 7 feet, okay, and then 7 inches when they're close up to you, right? Do you appear warm? Do you appear loving? Do you appear caring? Are you attentive to them? What do you see yourself as? And what I do sometimes is I just look in the mirror, and I say, hey, am I approachable? Am I warm? Am I caring? Am I loving enough? How do my children perceive me, right? How did they perceive me when they first met me? How did I perceive them, right? So I just kind of look myself in the mirror, and I just kind of say to myself, if I visualize myself and I know, oh yeah, that's what I be saying, y'all. Yeah, you're easy to talk to. You're approachable. You're calm. You're loving. You try to give them a home, and they can see that, right? They can see that when I first meet them. 7 inches, 7 feet, right? When I first meet them, they understand. Oh, I can trust Miss Cheryl. That's what you want them to feel, right? These subtle cues, right, create an environment where your children feel secure, where they feel valued. And always remember, CP family, always remember, their first impression are formed through what? Through what? What we always say? Through what they see, right? Before a word is even spoken. That's a good rule, right? That's good. That's good. That's good. If I could, I would stop right there. But I'm not, because I got a little bit more I want to share with you. But just that visual piece, just how did that impact you? How powerful that was to just explain. Just that one rule will make the whole relationship. Believe me when I tell you that one rule when you first meet them, that's going to determine you all's whole relationship throughout the whole time that that child is with you. Whether that child grows up out of the system and become a young adult, or whether that child is returned to home. It's going to shape that whole relationship. Just that first appearance. Couldn't say enough, right? Now, most importantly, y'all, think about the first 7 words, okay? The first 7 words you say when meeting the child for the very first time. So, always remember 7 feet, 7 inches, and 7 words. That's powerful, y'all. I'm telling you, that's something to write down. Keep in your journal. Always remember that, okay? That 7 by 7 by 7 rule, okay? Once you remember that and you implement that when you first meet that child, that relationship is just going to build. It's going to be so much better. And their time with you is going to be so much better, right? Because you follow that rule. And this is just my opinion, just what I'm sharing with you guys from my experience, okay? Just from my experience of how I treat my child. And I want that, and hopefully what I'm sharing with you, it helps you to build that rapport and be able to develop that bonding relationship with your child, right? So again, the 7 feet, 7 inches, and the first 7 words that come out of your mouth when you first meet your child. Are these words welcoming? Are they gentle? Are they reassuring? As I said, stand in the mirror sometime and see how you feel. Are you an open, transparent person? Are you easy to talk to? Are you easy to get along with? Or do you always lay it down, lay down the rule? Just be open. Just be welcoming. Welcoming. That helps a lot, right? Now, your initial communication sets the tone for the trust. Believe me when I say that, y'all. That's my experience I'm sharing. I'm sharing my experience that communication sets the tone for the trust and how you and that child are going to build that relationship together, right? Now, the right words can open the door to a positive relationship. Remember, I say those first 7 words. It 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 just seems like it just completes the whole thing, right? It helps you to develop that relationship. Those positive words. It helps you to build a positive relationship with your child. When that child is in your home, it makes it so much better, so easy to communicate with each other, so easy to live together in this time where that child needs us, right? This is a time that child needs us the most, okay? And just don't be careless in a lot of things. It may hinder your connection from the start, right? If we careless, if we don't take certain things into perspective, if we don't listen to that child when we first meet that child, because those first days we call the honeymoon days. Just listen to your child. Develop that rapport with your child, develop that trust, develop that connection, okay? And always remember that rule, y'all. Always remember that rule. So establishing trust and rapport is essential in caregiving. If I trust you, if we develop that rapport, if I'm comfortable with you, if I feel safe with you, those are the things that you gotta, horn in on to help that child, to let that child relax and just know that they are in loving hands and that they can trust you and they can heal. Just by that little 7 by 7 rule that I usually use for myself, right? That I kind of thought, oh, how would that relate, to that kiddo? How's that going to help that kiddo, right? So just be mindfully in managing how you look, right? Managing how you behave, managing how you speak to the child, because you lay that foundation. You lay the foundation for the nurturing environment. It starts with you, okay? That's just the way I feel. So not saying you per se, like me, I always try to use the I rule too. Like, I feel this way. I'm comfortable this way. Or how does this make me feel? And every time you point you, sometimes that just don't go over right. So I'm just trying to say how it helped me to help the kiddos to build that rapport and just have that loving relationship as long as that child is in my home, and just a nurturing environment, okay? So trust isn't built overnight, trust me. It takes time. Some of the kiddos, it takes time to build that rapport and trust with them. And just keep at it. Keep at it. If you keep doing that little rule, it it usually it just does something, right? It's just so powerful. And it just makes the whole relationship just kind of work itself out in time. Okay. So just remember, just it don't happen overnight, but the visual and hopefully these verbal cues can make all the difference in creating a safe, loving space for every child in your care. With that said, y'all, I came to y'all with some powerful stuff today, didn't I? So hopefully what I've shared with you, it resonate with you and you're able to do and take this and practice this and do this with your children so that you all can communicate, you can build that trust with one another, you can build that rapport, and just have that nurturing, loving home to help that child that comes into your home to help them heal, right? To help them be able to function in society, to help them be able to come and become a productive adult. So that's what we try to do. That's what I try to do, y'all. I try to give my child something to help them heal. So if they do return home, it just makes me feel good when they reach back out to me, ask me how I'm doing. They even, can I come by on holidays? Even my kiddos that age out of my home call, ask me how I'm doing when they need something or when they need somebody to talk to. I'm just glad that I'm there and I pop in their mind and they think about what I've shared. They think about what I've tried to teach them and just know that they can trust me to reach back out, right? So, with that said, y'all, I'm going to close it out. And again, thanks for listening. Thanks for sharing your thoughts. If you have some thoughts, something that can help me to always better myself, to be better, to help my children, to grow, to heal, share it by all means. Comment down below, communicate so that we can make it better. As a team, it takes a village to raise our children, right? So don't forget to hit that like button, y'all. Hit it so quick, so fast, so you don't miss out on so much more that I would love to share with you guys, okay? And visit the website. Also, we got TikTok. I started a um, Facebook, as if that's what that is. Yeah, I started that TikTok, Instagram, and I just want to communicate. I just want to reach out to those other parents, foster parents, and let's help one another. Let's help one another to raise this village. Let's raise our village with love, nurturing, care, and anything else we can do to help them, right? So with that said, motion detected at the G.